You bet.
You'd have made a fine hunter, owner. Too bad it didn't work out that way. You know, Gray would have appreciated what you did. You finished his last job. Now we can rest in peace.
Glad you stopped by. What? Feel free to drop by anytime. Glad if Feel free to drop by anytime. What the?
Skirmish at the boundary. Casualties among the brothers. The wounded will be delivered in time.
Copy that. I will make sure they get the opportunity to avenge their injuries.
Forgetting it. Maybe I never even knew it.
It's very suspicious.
Monolith, help our brethren in their recovery. Your enemies are many, and every brother is invaluable.
Something's wrong.
Redemption for that sin without needless suffering. May your light shine down on the souls of the brave who gave their lives in service to your will. Reveal the cunning plans of your enemies to us. Give us the power to avenge our fallen.
Hear the enemy! He cannot hide from me!
The enemy fears the power of the monolith.
What am I doing here? Why am I... It does not matter.
Under the dome and head to the basement. Waiting for you there.
How long did you know each other?
Not long. I met him on Wild Island, back when he was still human.
He was someone who had everything taken away from him. His past, his ability to fight back, even his name. We go to great lengths to cover up our mistakes.
What do you mean, Doctor?
After years of work, a group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field. An achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space. It was a turning point not just for science, but for the fates of the human race. However, as with all people, each of my colleagues was truly interested in only one person: himself. They began to dream of worldwide fame, of laurels crowning their bald, shiny heads. Naturally, the truth couldn't come out about secret laboratories, brutal experiments, and other such dubious undertakings. It was out of the question. And so, they all got carried away with their dream of our perfect world. You know how the saying goes, great minds think alike, though fools seldom differ. And lo and behold, what do we have decades later? The Zone, in our image, after our likeness.
You were there, right? For the Sea Consciousness Project?
I was once as deluded as they were, but my doubts soon outweighed their confidence. And so when the experiment took place, one of the pods was left empty. The eighth one, or rather, the first, Dr. Kaimanov's pod. My pod. And so you've solved yet another mystery of the Zone, Stalker. Perhaps the most unsettling one. Dr. Kaimanov. Pleased to meet you.
There was an eighth pod.
The human brain is too frail to handle a direct connection to the noosphere on its own. In order for it to work, we required 8 participants in pods filled with a specific solution. I was supposed to be in one of those pods, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Valentine reproached me for my lack of courage. But given how things turned out, I was actually too daring. In the end, what we got wasn't control over the noosphere, but rather the Zone itself. The lesser of two evils, if you ask me.
Thanks for your help. Whatever happened to life is the only thing we truly possess.
Frankly, choosing between the two of you wasn't easy. It wasn't my first time, but it only gets harder over the years. But if you don't make the choice, someone else will make it for you. And it usually ends up being worse. I'm not fond of thinking for others or giving advice, but I get the feeling Strider would approve of the choice I made, however strange it might sound.
The scientists you mentioned, Sea Consciousness, they're still alive.
No, that can't be. Strelok dealt with them back in 2012.
I spoke to the representative through the Visiograph in Malachite. They still exist in some kind of form he called subtle matter.
Subtle matter? But that's impossible! That means it's still going on.
Why did you refuse to get in the pod?
Because I've always held on to my belief in humanity. My colleagues, on the other hand, advocated for fixing it through the noosphere, purging it of darkness. How could I consent to such a notion? How could I permit them to rob all of humanity, not just of its ability to act freely, but even to think independently? Everything dark and light about us is a result of our own choices. The Zone was born in a place of tragedy and horrific experiments, but I believe in a different zone. A zone open to everyone.
So, you were the one who created the Zone?
Me? No, certainly not. The Zone created itself. I merely facilitated its emergence. Although my colleagues and I had different expectations for the outcome of our experiment. You see these blind dogs? I've been trying to tame them for years, but they were born in a lab where they've known nothing but pain and fear. But Tiger here found me on his own. He just came out of the woods one day and tried to steal a sausage. He was born free and had the freedom to make his own choices, you see. The Zone is our collective offspring. But all we've imparted to it is suffering and sorrow. It doesn't know any other way. Maybe we're the same.
A zone open to everyone? That sounds kind of dangerous.
That's because it's the only way you see it. Frightened and caged, born amid evil and violence. What else could the Zone have evolved into? In a place where both humans and nature are nothing more than test subjects. If it had been born into freedom, like Tiger, it might have evolved differently, into a zone of creation, rather than destruction. And then, we might have become different too. We always had the ability to overcome the circumstances. Access to the noosphere would have made us better, even if it meant a rough start. Understanding and forgiving each other is a difficult endeavor.
What do you know about subtle matter?
It was a theory developed by Valentine Darlin, the leader of sea consciousness. Apparently, he's now become the image of the representative. Back in the day, he ridiculed my calculations regarding the existence of the noosphere, while I firmly believed that subtle matter was unscientific. In the end, I turned out to be right. But if he was also close to the truth, that changes everything. According to his theory, subtle matter can preserve a reflection of a person's mind, their personality. If you're implying the representative is real, that means they actually succeeded.
Before me, S.T.A.L.K.E.R was the only one who'd spoken to the representative. That was back in 2012, before sea consciousness died. S.T.A.L.K.E.R managed to reach the center of the zone and return unscathed.
Then S.T.A.L.K.E.R probably knows more about subtle matter than I do. Along with the sea technologies that sea consciousness has mastered during their 6 years of frenetic activity, chances are he's still researching it to this day.
That's why I'm looking for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Word is he's back in the zone.
I haven't seen him in quite some time. Maybe that's for the best. Our perspectives on the zone have probably developed quite differently over the years. If your information is correct, I doubt he's ventured too far from the cordon. Men like him tend to develop a deep attachment to a place they regard as their own, and refuse to let go.
I want to find out if subtle matter is real. Things like this shouldn't be left to blind faith.
The scientific method isn't just about the experiment. It's about being able to replicate it. And I happen to know how to test a few of my hunches. If only Valentine could see me now. Well, perhaps he can. We tried to connect to the noosphere as an experiment in the Orbita underground lab. Back then, I saw nothing like the afterlife. But now, with the zone, I think the truth is worth taking a risk. But first, you need to get the cartridge from the signature station in a different lab, X3, near the cordon. It's been 20 years, so the entrances I knew of are long destroyed, but stalkers always find a way. Talk to Sidorovich, he's in charge of the cordon, and could have heard some stories about X3. I'll send you the code to the cartridge slot. Take it, and head to Orbita. Good luck.
Professor, I've got that collar jammer you wanted all set up, tucked away where no one can mess with it. But if it ever takes a...
Good day, Stalker. People who I find and treat often condemn their destiny and the zone. But action always causes a proportionate reaction. What if Stalkers themselves are to blame for the zone's cruelty?
No.
Thank you. I understand it wasn't easy, but thank you. It's important to remember that not all of us are like these caged dogs. We can make our own choices. about to kick off!
I can get some more good. You made the right. You. You get. Yup.
Got it? Bring...
If you want to help.
Talk to our boss. I heard something. Brother, he must not get away. Excellent, brothers. Brother, brothers, connect.
What you want? People keep saying that the zone's not the same anymore. Like they got any clue what it's supposed to be? Do any of them even know the true nature of the zone? Its inner essence? So long.
Hold on. You got a minute? You want to hear a joke, man?
I'm all ears.
All right. So there's two stalkers. One vet. One rookie. How does it go again? Oh, yeah. The vet turns to the rookie and says, "You see that tree? Go over there, but real slow." The rookie's all jittery as he walks there, and then the vet yells, "Wait! What does he say? Hold on, I got this."
And the vet yells, "Ha!" So they were bullshitting me about the anomaly. And even I know that one. It's an oldie.
Oh, man. Look, Stalker, I'm trying to get in good with this group, but we just ain't clicking. I'm sure you figured out why. Give me a hand, would you? How about this? I'll go over to the guys and you'll whisper a joke to me over the radio. You seem like you've been around the block. You probably know a ton of them.
You know, that's the last thing I expected to hear. You really think a joke's gonna make a difference?
Well, humor's a good way to break the ice with folks. It's not everything, sure, but one thing leads to another, and then I just might find someone to team up with. I'd rather have an awkward moment than end up dead in an anomaly because there was no one to get me out. That's my take on it anyway.
Sure. I got a couple of jokes up my sleeve. Let's give it a shot.
Great! Here's the plan. I'll go join the guys, and you head up to the attic by the fire. Once you're up there, we'll get in touch over the radio. Let's do this. Here's the ladder. Climb on up. You all set? Let's get started. Hey guys, you want to hear a joke?
Uh-oh. Our resident comedian is at it again.
A stalker walks into a bar, and the bartender asks him,
So a stalker walks into a bar, takes a seat, and the bartender asks him,
"How do you save a Noontider from drowning?"
How do you save a Noontider from drowning? I don't know, the stalker says. How?
"Take your foot off his head."
The bartender replies, Well, you can start by taking your foot off his head.
Huh, not bad. Well, what are you waiting for? Take a seat. I might not be a bartender, but I can fix you a drink.
Sure. Go ahead and pour me one. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Swing by. I owe you one.
Thank you, Stalker. That's step one. I got an invite to the fire. Now I just need to find someone to watch my back. Here's a little something for your creativity. I'm off to join the guys. Take care. Thank you, Stalker.
Oh wait, I almost shot someone. He's like... And he grabbed it. So, I had to shoot.
Yeah, the break, huh? I heard a similar story in Zalicia. But it was about Uncle Leonia. Well, the situation is pretty much the same everywhere. Either folk are trying to shore up their defenses before a monolith arrives, or they are already a pile of corpses. So, I don't recommend going anywhere right now, unless you really have some place to be. And make sure you double your ammo before you go out. I won't be checking your ammo, of course, or giving you any of my own. May the zone protect you, my friend.
My memory ain't what it once was. Oh yeah, now I remember. Dream about a bloodsucker last night. It looks so real.
The zone seems to have run out of mutants and anomalies. You know what I get in the infirmary every day now? Gunshot wounds. All my patients say they got shot by monolithians. Which is strange. It's like they're everywhere all at once. You'll be as good as new. Badass scars are on the house. So, how are you? Huh? As your doctor.
What was Alicia? Is it done for?
Pretty good.
Just my luck. Right after I finally talked the gaffer into approving my transfer.
Don't sweat it. I'm telling you, they'll get rid of those monolithians soon enough. And then you might not be so eager to leave the cordon after all.
And why is that?
Well, I heard Sidorovich talking to that guy. I think they call him Dark. I think he's on the verge of finding the oasis. Right here, in our backyard.
Oasis, my ass. Sidorovich knew you were snooping, and he said exactly what you wanted to hear. He doesn't want to die, so he feeds bullshit like that to suckers like us.
Did you see those containers, Wolf? What the fuck was in there? Embryos? What are they growing in those things? If you ask me, those things they've been growing should definitely stay in the catacombs. That's why I blew up the entrance. Wouldn't want to come to the cauldron one day and find you all ripped to shreds now, would I?
Well, well. Just like old times. The zone's freaking out. The Monolithians shoot whatever they see, and stalkers are jumping at their own shadows. But none of it affects business. It just keeps getting better and better. So it's like this. Any kind of psi protection sells like hotcakes. Artifacts, meds, you name it. And I'm always ready to help. I've got a huge selection. Straight to the point. I respect that. Good.
are getting to be bright.
Do you have any special jobs for me? With the appropriate remuneration, of course.
As a matter of fact, I do. There's one cocky bastard. Goes by Wisp. Apparently he thinks he is the boss here. Poaching my rookies, trying to contact my suppliers. Right under my nose, too, as if I'm a goddamn statue or something. This rat is too clever for his own good. He'll end up with his hat smashed, like all rats do. I want you to see to it.
So you're just gonna off the guy? Have you tried talking some sense into him?
Oh, never thought of it. Thank you for your valuable advice, Stalker. That solves it. Let me spell it out for you. It is him who should have talked to me before making himself at home in my village. In that case, he would have had a chance. So, Peace Corps, are you taking this job or not?
I'm in. Where do I find this Wisp?
Start at the pig farm. They say he hangs out there. Find out what he's up to, and then smash him. Sounds right? Off you go. You are...
Do you have any work for me?
I can toss a few jobs your way, sure. Take your pick. Well, what you waiting for? I'm getting a shipment for my friends on the mainland, Skiv. My men in the IPSF hid it away in a secret stash. Now hurry up and grab it before someone else catches wind of it.
All right, I'm in.
Deal. And no funny business, all right? You...
I need to get to X3. Do you know where it is?
I am busting my ass, trying to find it. And you waltz in here expecting me to serve it to you on a silver platter? How the hell did you get word of it?
The doctor told me about it.
You're quite a well-connected stalker. If it's the doctor himself, those rumors must be true after all. All right, let's cut to the chase. I don't give a damn why the hell you want X3. But since we're both in the know now, how about a little swap? I'll tell you what I know, and you do me a favor. Deal?
You got any gossip about X3? I'm all ears.
Let's put it this way. If these stories pan out, it's a win for both of us. The Cordon and me. That's all you need to know for now.
What do you want me to do?
I need you to retrieve a package for me. Some thugs after the courier who was supposed to bring it to me. My men found him dead, and the package was missing. I really don't like folks sticking their ugly noses in my business. Do you catch my drift?
Is there something of value in that package?
I am not interested in cheap junk. Return the package and I'll make sure it's worth your while.
Who are these thugs? How many and what guns are they carrying?
Some douchebags from garbage, I guess. Looks like they figured they could wait out Monolith at my cordon. But they forgot one thing. In the zone, you can get killed anywhere, especially if you rain on your host's parade.
Okay, I'll get your delivery back. Where did your people find the courier again?
Not far from here, near the old vehicle station. Just make sure the package gets here in one piece. As for the bandits, do whatever you want. If you take them out, I might even add a tip.
Signs, Skiff. How is it going with Wisp?
Looks like you've got some new competition. Wisp is dead. Newton's got him. I looked through his PDA, and there's a chat on it about a new trading post in the tunnel camp.
I knew it. Fine. Get to that fucking joint and kill everyone. I need to send a clear message. I'll triple your reward. I keep thinking, it's a good tunnel, easy to defend. But if they toss a grenade in here, it'll suck ass. Can you imagine the echo in this thing?
Who are you? What's your business here?
What's so important, Vovan? He's alone and I'm right here. So you want to talk, Stalker? Let's talk. Hey, Stalker. Looking for something? Should come back a little later. There'll be something to look at then, if you catch my drift.
I heard you're setting up a store here.
I sure am. And how'd you hear about it, if you don't mind my asking?
I saw Wisp's PDA. Took it from his dead body. Mutants got him at the pig farm.
Fuck me! Why'd he go there alone? That's bad news. He was a good guy. He'll definitely be missed. Thanks for telling me, and for coming all this way.
That's not all. Sidorovich hired me to eliminate you. I'm not gonna do it, but he'll send someone else and he won't stop until it's done. So you should leave.
Damn! I knew that fat spider wouldn't leave us alone, but I never expected him to get to us so soon. Thanks for the warning, Stalker. Here, take some coupons. But we won't be going anywhere. Soon we'll have more men to protect us. A lot of folks want to break S.T.A.L.K.E.R's monopoly. We're gonna stand our ground. We must.
Taking cover!
Come in. The little bird told me there is a new Strelog at the Cordon now. I respect people I can rely on. Keep it up. Transferring you your reward now.
are getting to be pricier.
You are alive, you lucky dog.
I've got your shipment with me.
Nice work. And here's your pay. You... Good.
у них борошно для пирогів, борошно для хліба та звичайне борошно. Для мене ця класифікація була максимально дурною.
Put down your gas!
Наскільки сильно очищу для вищого готунку це найякісніше борошно. Дія 30. Загальної зерна. Для першого це біля 70%.
А я позначеной. Масах, здоров'ячко своє поправляю. Хвастати